8.8, factoring by grouping. The good thing about parts of this section is that there's already 4 terms, so the tough part is already completed for you. So the first thing I'm going to do is group the first 2 terms and then put a plus sign between them. What we have then, what goes into 6x to the third minus 8x squared is a 2x squared. Now, what we can do from the first 2 terms then is factor out then a 3x minus 4. On the second term, since we should have a 3x minus 4, we should be able to factor out an additional 3. So on the inside, we should have 3x minus 4. What do I multiply by 3 to get 9? And also negative 4 to get 12 would be a plus 3. Here what we have then is the inside term is the same, so we get 3x minus 4, and the leftover parts on the outside of our GCFs are 2x squared plus 3. So factoring by grouping when there's 4 terms is easier because we already have the 4 terms. For the second example, though, it becomes a little bit tougher because there's more to it. However, the concepts are still the same. The first thing I look at is each term is a 6, 2, 9, and 6. 96 and 32. These are all divisible by 2. So I can factor out 2 before starting the problem. And then that gives me then the 3x squared, 3x cubed plus x squared minus 48x minus 16. Again, since there's 4 terms, we can then break up the factorization of the 4 terms. Notice that I leave the negative with the 48 in there and I toss in the plus sign. So for the first part, I can factor out an x squared, leaving me with a 3x plus 1. And then since I have a 3x plus 1 again, I should be able to factor out a 16 from the right-hand side. And sure enough, it is negative 16 times 3x plus 1. The stuff in the parentheses is the same as our first factor. The stuff on the outside of the parentheses, our GCFs, is our second factor. However, note that we still have the 2 out front. So we bring down the 2. Furthermore, we have an x squared minus 16. These are perfect squares, so x squared becomes the 1x times 1x gives me the x squared, and 4 times 4 is 16. And the middle terms cancel out, so we should have a plus 4 and another one is minus 4. The other 2 remain the same. So the final answer is 2 times 3x plus 1 times x minus 4 times x plus 4.